so now we should work on. Now that we've got an enemy, I wanted to have a combat system where you can fight multiple characters. So I think we'll do that next. Just how we do that. It's going to be the interesting thing. I mean, it's going to follow the basic dueling rules, but there's going to be multiple people. So what we should do is brain. Well, if we think about it, at the moment, this just assumes whoever's in this list with the duel will just fight the other person. So I really need to account for but I need to account for multiple enemies and teams, really, also. Let's just call that duel system. And just combat there. How we want combat to work. So we need to have teams, multiple enemies, targeting enemies, handling dead combatants. Third order would be my first guesses and stuff. So firstly, we need teams. Now, I can assume we can hard code, although it's not very pretty. We'll have two, you know, the villagers and the enemy teams. That we're not going to have like 2v2v2 or anything, so we can assume that at least. So if we... What's speed used for here? I think that's for the camera, isn't it? Yeah, okay. We're going to have another header for combat variables. No, members. As in member variables, not members of the combat. Slightly unintuitive for people not familiar with programming stuff. So we are going to have a public ping apparently public list of characters. Probably make it villagers. Villager team term public list enemy team. And then the main list, which we'll probably put above. Which is the combat order, right? Yeah. So, probably not going to like me doing this. I'll call it the combat order. And name them appropriately. What we'd want to do then is we'll do this in the star function. We're gonna have thing that spawns. In fact, I'll comment this out. We'll probably use something like that. So we're gonna have. Oh, I should have done that first. So we're gonna have self and rabbit. Although this is already showing, I should make this a function. Spawn villager. Rusty. What does true. Like so. And internal void spawn villagers string name boolean random spawn int sort order override is equal. And then we shouldn't do that. Code. So, if sort order override is not equal to 1, then let's make a quick little int new sort, then new sort of something else. Just do it as normal. What I'm gonna have is a int spawn sort order. Start at 1. No, I might as well start at 0. And we are then gonna do this. Explain what I'm doing in a second. So, what we do here now, because I've made that function. Firstly, I'm eliminating duplicated lines that do the same thing. Because really, I don't want to be doing those 2 lines every time I want to spawn something. Make it a function. Makes it easier to duplicate that. So, now it spawns them with a name. By default in here, when I'm spawning a villager, I want it to be a random spawn, so they'll spawn randomly within the range. And then within this function, if you give it an override here, it will manually set that sort order, but if you don't, so if it's equal to 1, I got that wrong way around, then you didn't set it here. Actually, by default, if I say it's -1, because people shouldn't set the sort order to be negative. I mean, they can, but they won't. If sort order override is equal to -1, then we spawn them using the spawn sort order variable here. Then we increment it. So then when we do this again, the next thing will be spawned in front of them. Otherwise, we can manually set the sort order. So choose. So let's first of all check if that works. Just comment out the errors for the duel while we test that I didn't break the spawning. See? Right. That. They should spawn. Lovely. Unless that's a reference in there. Yeah, okay. So that's the jeweler stuff. Although we should. Let's do that again. See why it's erroring. The jewel shouldn't even be started. Oh. That shouldn't be in there at all, because it should only be calculating that distance if we're in the duel. That's certainly not helping.